Silent features of classicism in English literature, part 2. Of course, to term this as the Augustan age is also not justified because the writer of this period could not compare favorable this with those of the Augustan age in Latin literature. But these terms, the classical age and the Augustan age, have become current, and so this age is generally called by these terms. The classical age is also called the age of reason or the age of good sense because the people thought that they could stand on their own legs and be guided in the conduct of their affairs by the light of their own reason, unclouded by respect for ancient precedent. They began to think that undue respect for authority of the ancients was a great source of error, and therefore, in every matter, man should apply his own reason and common sense. Even in literature, where the perspective for classical art forms and the rule for writing in those forms gave the defenders of the ancient art decided advantage. Critics could declare that the validity of the rules of art was derived from reasons rather than from ancient authority. It was widely assumed during the 18th century that since every man is competent to decide it by reference to his own reason on any point of natural or moral philosophy, even man, every man becomes his own philosopher. So the need of the expert or specialist vanishes. Moreover, as all men were assumed to be equally endowed with the power of reasoning, it followed that when they reasoned on any given premises, they must reach the same conclusion. The conclusion was believed to have a universal value and direct appeal to everyone belonging to any race or age. Moreover, it should be the conclusions reached by earliest generations since reason must work the same way in every period of history. The contemporary figures of classical age believed that the highest types of art is the which can be understood immediately, which has the widest appeal, which is free from the expression of personal hypocrisy and which deals with what is general and universal rather than with what is individual and particular. This was the temper of the classical age. If it is called the age of reason or the age of good sense, it's because in this age it was assumed that in reasoning power all men and are and have always been equal. It was an age which took a light period in modern discoveries based upon observations and reason, and which delighted to reflect that those discoveries and confirm the ancient beliefs that there is an order and harmony in the universe, that it's worked on rational principle, that each created thing has its allowed positions, and moved in its appointed chauffeur spheres. It was, in short, an age which implicitly believed in the biblical says. God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. Feature of Classicism. Classicism has certain base features in art as in literature. Its concern is also with the deal in form as well as in content. Such is the case, it's true with virtually all artists for Romanticism. But classical artists look back to the ideal of antiquity as well as to its weird style. They were sure that the art is governed by rule with which are determined by reason. Beauty, which is one form of truth, must depend on some system of measurement and proportions, as Plato explains in the Timur. Artists working from classical models made it their business to rediscover such a system in the works of art and buildings of antiquity. Such an emphasis on measurement, led or to reason, is summarized in the virtue feature of a man within a circle and a square, which expresses the constraints between beauty, mathematics, and man with a circle and a square. With example example which express the connection between beauty, mathematics, and man. For the reason, a Renaissance artist, man within the circle of God in the measures of all things, and he ruled. Okay, do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.